Courage Culture Commentary.
Did you know something very interesting that I read this? They give caffeine to premature babies, speeds up the development of all the organs that are lapsed, and it helps with the breathing. How awesome is that?
That's interesting.
You know, it's such an interesting little factoid that, and I said, you know, obviously.
These health things that we hear, they like turn on a dime, don't they?
They definitely come and go.
Yeah, and so you almost can't even take them seriously.
Well, now actually I was reading an article, and they're changing their mind. Now they're saying salt is actually has all these health benefits. Obviously, you don't want to go crazy, but they're saying that the recommended dosage is way lower than we actually should have.
It's funny, man. Isn't that funny? All these years they like hang their hat on something. This is why settled science is such a joke. And I mean, my old mentor is a medical doctor, and he was real big, huge on the fact that they have fat wrong. Like this notion that fat is bad for you is not right. Like he's like bacon and fatty foods. He's like that's 100% not true. So
yeah, I mean when they talk. That's funny you mentioned that because among other things, the fat and all that, and all this, basically, I'll sum up what this article is saying is that they've demonized a huge portion of, huge section of foods that obviously should be eating tons of, but they have such good health benefits. Eggs, for example. Eggs, and they were talking about how basically, you know, if you look at the business end, they really hurt these people that sell eggs. And they're going back on this now and saying that there's so much about the certain types of cholesterol and that they just got completely wrong. And how
so you almost wonder, like, your conspiratorial mind is left to wonder, is it like whose ever check clears, that's going to be the next good food for you? Like, yeah, like everybody's buying influence, and you call up your local dietitian or whatever that's on the pages of the New York Times. You're like, okay, I got your beach home ready. Here are your keys. And then the next article that runs is, whatever that dude's food is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Because it changes.
But, okay, yeah, it's humorous, but when it comes to things like people's businesses, or it comes to things like people's health, like in the case with Jennifer, what was her name? The blonde chick that married Donnie Wahlberg, Jenny McCarthy. Yeah. These people, with their silliness, put people's health in jeopardy. I mean, you know,
you're right.
Wonder,
you're right.
Okay, so this is going down a little bit of a rabbit hole, but you ever wonder why? Okay, you get a celebrity who has a cause du jour. Like, for example, Susan Summers was on TV the other day talking about black mold and diet. And I'm thinking, what makes this chick, who was on some 70s sitcoms as a bimbo, what makes her some sort of expert on black mold or, what we should be eating? It's great that you think, if she's cute, if you like her that way, or if she has opinion on something, but she's writing books and giving people health advice. That's really scary.
That's a really good point. It just speaks to our celebrity culture, I suppose, is the only answer there. Authority is just, I know you. Authority is just you're famous.
Yeah.
It's not like degrees. And I mean, I have so many thoughts on that, by the way, because the degree and the sort of reverence for accomplishment in our society. So, like, you have a medical doctor, or you have a scientist. That used to be so firm. I'll say my grandfather's America. But again, the opposite of the Midas touch in secular extremism and the political form of leftism, they've so politicized every aspect of our life that, and I've said this so many times, I'm sick of saying it, but everybody's skeptical. So even that poor doctor who goes to school all those years, and he is actually honest, and he actually is a good guy, and he's standing on his education, he's standing on the study of the material world. The rest of the populace is left to just think, well, whose like political agenda are you parroting, or are you trumpeting with your? And that's because the left has no reverence, and this word is specific. I'm going to say it again. They have no reverence for sanctity or for anything. So science used to be a thing that, whether you're a Republican or you're a Democrat, everybody had some respect for it. You wouldn't just pollute it and destroy it. The left saw some sort of caveat of votes, or some way of fear-mongering, or some way of galvanizing and prodding people. And, man, they couldn't hasten their step enough to get to pollute that whole word. And now, the average Joe Sixpack, whether you believe in global warming or don't believe in global warming, that's not the point. The point is that science is tarnished, and that's everybody's loss. And again, you can trace it right to the left, for saying things that are not true, for lying, for misleading.
They do weaponize everything. They weaponize everything they can weaponize in order to control, and it is all about control.
Join the Courage Culture. Visit Brock's YouTube channel for an intellectual arsenal against the lies of leftism.